Hello and welcome to Ask a Psychic. We are here to give Dear Abby a run. I am Nora Truscello with Into Intuition, and I am looking forward to having some fun answering several of the questions that have already come over to me through the Ask form and grabbing some of your questions live on the show this evening. This is a half-hour show, so jump on in. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. Antonio, Diane. I just want to start off with what is spiritual psychic, just for those of you who might be joining us for the first time. Spiritual psychics are very prayerful. We focus on meditation, and we are extremely cautious. We don't play games. We take what we do very seriously. I have Gloria, glad you're on because you're one of the people who I am answering. Catherine Miller, you too, glad you're on. There are two other people that I'm hoping to get to who I wrote down their stuff. And drum roll, please. Carla Jones. Yeah, it's Carla. Yep, Carla, you're our winner from last week, so you get a free reading, 30-minute free reading with me. So, honey, when you are done having fun on the show tonight, go over to my website, Into Intuition, drop me through the contact form, or just email me, Nora at Into Intuition, so I get your email address and we can arrange a time for your reading. So, do you want a chance to win a reading? You have to like tonight's show. You have to absolutely like this page, and you have to share tonight's show. So 3 steps. If you didn't already like the Into Intuition page, like it. Like tonight's show, hit the little like or the little heart. I like hearts. And share the page. And you might be lucky like Carla and get a free reading. So congratulations, Carla. Yay! All right, let's jump right in. Again, guys, feel free to throw some questions up in the feed. I'm going to try to grab a few here and there as we go. But I am getting right to Kathleen Miller. Kathleen said, do you want to use a different name? She didn't, so we're using your real name, Kathleen. It says, hi, Nora, I lost my mom this time last year, and I'm sorry about that. And Dad and I are still having difficult time dealing with our grief. My dad is feeling so uncertain about his future. What do you see for him? Will his house ever sell? Will he find another companion? How is his health? Thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen, first of all, I'm amazed that all the questions were really for your father. And I kind of think that's very sweet. And that was kind of one of the things that pulled me to taking yours. But really, it was your mother who pulled me to take yours. Very happy soul. She showed me herself very quickly. So all I saw was short black hair, not as wavy as mine, but similar. So I didn't get a real clear image other than that. I did see her. Now I'm reading, guys, because what I do is I meditate and pray before I do any kind of readings. So in order to get these done fast on the show, I have to write down my notes. So you got to excuse me when I'm looking down. What she did show me, though, was her waltzing on the beach. So I don't know if that has a meaning to you. Your father wasn't dancing with her. He wasn't waltzing with her. He was watching. My interpretation is she loves the beach. She loves to have fun, to express herself. Your dad's a little bit more quiet, but his joy comes in seeing her happy. That's my interpretation. But you might say, waltzing on the beach, oh my God, that's from such and such. And because I don't have you on the phone and we can't go back and forth, I'm not exactly sure which one to go with. So I'm giving you both. All right. What I also get is your mom would laugh and everybody's hearts would just melt. She had a way of keeping humor in the family, not allowing things to get so dramatic. The first year Listen, this is more experience than reading. The first year is a year of numbness. It's really hard to deal with it. Year two is a lot harder. Oh, you're getting married on the beach. She's going to be there dancing then. Ah, I'm so happy you threw that in there. That's what it is. She must love the idea. That is awesome, awesome. Listen, year two is tough, honey. Year two is when you actually are not numb anymore, and you really start to feel what's going on more. You miss them more with the holidays because you're not in such a numb state. But she's there and she's very happy. Okay, we saw the wall saying, all right, your dad's house. It doesn't warrant the price he wants. And that's why it hasn't sold. It really requires more work than what he's willing to see. It is not up to date well enough. However, he'll get pretty close to the price, or a price that's reasonable to accept, mid to late April. Dad's not ready for a companion, not emotionally in any way. But once he is, and you are not to rush him, per your mother, you don't rush him, but she's totally okay with him having somebody to be with him. Um, he's going to have a selection. He has, from what I'm getting, he's very physically healthy. And that is really awesome for somebody older, except for his broken heart. And what I see is high blood pressure, but under control. Um, and a problem with one knee, but not a serious problem, just an occasional ache. He's in excellent shape. And women are going to be very attractive, lining up if they're not already. He's just not ready. So I hope that all helps, Kathleen, and have a wonderful wedding on the beach. That is so exciting. Okay, guys. So just a reminder, caller, you are welcome. I am so happy you won. Caller won a free reading. All you have to do is like tonight's show. Make sure you have like and follow into Intuition, and share tonight's show. So last week was great. I think there was like 25 of you shared the show. So thank you so much for that. That's how we grow. Susie Q, hi, watching from New Zealand. Hey, baby, you just throw in a question if we do try to grab some during the show. But basically, it's if you want a question answered, fill out the form that's in the link, and it basically will send you an email with a form. You fill that in, and I answer several of them, but not all of them, because I do get quite a few. Basically, it's like a Dear Abby type of format. You send them in, I grab a few, and I answer a few. The only difference is Dear Abby can't give you some of the stuff I can. All right. I don't know if Ray B is on the show tonight, but Ray B, I'm going to ream you a new one. So we're going to hold you off to the end. This is going to be a reading where I'm actually going to yell at somebody, guys. So hang on. That one's going to be interesting. I want to go to Gloria Bot. Gloria, you on? Let me see. If you're not on, we'll hold off in case you jump on later. Let's take a quick look. Guys, again, feel free to throw on a question. Like I said, I try to grab a couple of you also online. New Zealand, I just think that's so cool. Andrea, hi, sweetie. Gloria, you are on. Awesome, sweetie. Okay. So Gloria has, hi, Nora. I've been having a lot of health issues the past year and a half. I'm just wondering what you see with that and if you see any improvement. Lots of depression due to being sick so much, feeling like there's not much to my life anymore and have nothing to look forward to, unable to work due to pain, just not sure where my place is in life, or if I have a purpose anymore. Will I ever work again? Will my health improve? Thank you for taking the time to read this, and God bless. This so pulled at my heartstrings because I get it. I mean, I went through this after a really bad car accident, and I started to wonder, like, what's my life purpose? So it really talked to me. So went into meditation and prayer, and I got pain is being exasperated by an emotional upset of not knowing your worth. If you could get your worth, the pain would not be as bad because the emotional upset is antagonizing and increasing the pain. You are struggling with worth because you've only ever felt appreciated by your what you've done and what you do. You never felt appreciated or understood love for you as you. It was always identified with what you were doing or who you were taking care of. Um, it was never just for you. So that's part of why you don't know who you are. And this is this is going to be hard to get, but this happened so you would get this. This was part of your life lesson. Um, you don't know who you are because you lived into what others believed. Okay, the physical pain is a blessing because your spirit wants you to discover who you really are and your worth and how valuable you are, not only to other people, but to God. And it's that need to get past, they want you to get past being productive to be worthy. So I asked, I specifically said, look, if I was in her shoes, this isn't really going to make me feel any better. What is it that you want her to be doing, or where do you want her moving toward? And right away I heard artist, joyful, and I saw children. Now, I don't know if you're into art. I don't know if the children are just a representation of the joy. This is the tough part about not going back and forth with you. But if you do, if you get a chance, throw it in there. Maybe we can get a little more insight on that. Um, but I asked a little bit more, and they said the love of children is unconditional. And your gift to the world is your ability to love unconditionally. Some people might not understand that. So unconditional love is your son keeps failing every exam, doesn't appear to even care about his schoolwork, but you have a love for him in spite of the fact that he's constantly getting into trouble, not trying hard. It's just kind of blowing his life. There's that. You don't hold his mistakes against him. You give him unconditional love. You just love the life out of him anyway. Another easier example. Oh, great. Yes, I make lots of craft. That is my one joy, and children as well. Wonderful. So you see your craft, and maybe bringing your craft into the world of children and introducing them to it is a way to show this love that you have. But the big focus is they want you to start. You're not 100% efficient at it, but you're like in the top 10%. Most people can't unconditionally love. Everything is based on condition. I love you because you give me the paycheck when you come home and I don't have to fight for money to take care of the family. But if you didn't do that, I wouldn't necessarily feel the same way. I wouldn't love you the same. You love a person no matter what. And that is your gift. Will you ever work full time again? They're telling me no, but you will be working on the way you want to work, which is in the field of being artistic, crafts. And I also said, well, finances might be an issue. And they said, no, her finances will not be an issue. So your working is not going to be related to your finances and your ability. Your real mission in life is to continuously demonstrate unconditional love. Got it? And thank you for sharing this and asking for this, because this was Really, really powerful. Um, so I'm going to scroll through real quick before I yell at Ray B. So if anyone wants to really hear somebody get yelled at by Nora, hang on, because Ray B's going to get it. Wait till you hear what she wrote. Or he, because I really don't know. They used um, a different name for the show. Right, let's see, just grabbing here. Shauna, I believe I had a date Sunday with my twin flame soulmate on Sunday. What do you see? Okay, listen, girlfriend, forget about the dumb twin soul stuff. Let's just focus on what matters. What do I see? I see a huge difference in what you are attracting. This person is actually financially sound. Good girl. Um, I also see he's extremely honest and afraid of getting hurt. So he's been through quite a bit, but he's very attracted to you and likes you. So I hope it works out, and congratulations. That is because you changed, and that's what matters. A lot of times, guys, things are the way they are because we need to change. And that's where the love readings for the month of February, if you're not finding the right kind of person, get a love reading. They're actually under $100 because they're not telling you where to go and when Mr. Right is coming. No, love readings are very spiritual. They zoom into what it is about you that you need to adjust so that you can attract who it is you really want instead of the same jerks. Okay? All right, that's what that is. Denise, can you tell me? Oh, Denise, man, you're going to be pissed. You missed by one person. We pull a number off the computer and then we just count through and we loop however many times we need to through the list, and you were one off. And I said, damn. But anyway, sorry, maybe next time. Can you tell me why I'm having such a battle spiritually? Oh, yeah. And this is going way back, sweetie. This is going back to the age of 5. Um, 5 years old, you had a strong break in belonging, a really bad break in belonging. That created a conversation inside your head of not not being able to trust, not being able to rely on, not rely, but not being able to trust, not really knowing if people are there for you. So it's a sense of insecurity. Guys, you really have to watch what you ask here because I just spill it out. Um, that is the beacon that you are vibrating from, and that is attracting. Like attracts like. You are attracting in entities and spirits that are feeding that I'm not secure, I'm not worthy enough to secure, I'm not good enough to be taken care of. Like attracts like in the good and the bad, not just, it's not just all lollipops and ice cream. This is a battle that you can overcome. It will take some coaching, but you can get through that. You really can. Either myself or Chris are really good at coaching through these kind of things and helping you understand them. So, schedule an appointment if you'd like. All righty. All right. So, one more time, if you want to be a winner like Carla and get a free reading, you have to like tonight's show. You have to like this page and follow it. And you have to share the show. So if you do those 3 things, you get on the list and have a shot at a reading. If you submitted a form and I did not answer your question and you really want that question answered, submit it again. Um, I don't mind getting duplicate questions sometimes. Like there was one about somebody's sister, and it just really, I wanted to answer it, but I know time is limited. However, I do have Sharon Capel. My sister Donna has been sick. Is she going to be okay? They gave me very little information on her. All they would say to me was it's a long road, as long as 2 years before she's fully recovered. Part of what's holding her up is depression. So It's very emotional. You have to work, you have to stay unattached. So be unconditionally loving like Gloria, but don't be emotionally attached to her well-beingness. Help where you can, but keep a safe distance. This is her journey. So, Carla, I'll answer your question when we talk in person. All right, let's see. My name is Brooke, and I was wondering if you had a message from my Nana. Okay, I'm not, that's a really big one. I lost her at 12 years old. She has a message for me, Nana. I usually don't take those on here because they get very emotional. So let's do this. Nana liked to bake. Um, but she had a specific type of cookie, but it wasn't a very sweet cookie. So funny. The dead always come to me with food. I think they think because I'm a big woman that that's how I communicate. But hey, it works. Um, I get an overwhelming sense of pride, and I do get sadness because I'm getting she left a little bit earlier than she was supposed to. Again, anything to do with the past, those who have passed, um, they usually take a lot of time. So the best to put those in writing, guys. Put them in writing, and if I can get to them, because I can give them more time. All right, you ready? We're going to yell at Ray B. Ray B, I don't know if you're on here. Let's take a quick peek. Man, I hope you are. Ray B, I cast a true love spell, and my ex has been in my dreams and on my mind the entire time. Is he my true love? And if he's not my true love, do I ever have one? Have I met him yet? Ray B, you're the biggest that I know. You obviously have not watched any of my shows. To cast a spell on a person is horrifically offensive. What you have done is taken your will and overrode that person's will. You basically shit on them. Well, sorry for the foul language, people, but I want to use some other choice words. When I said, please show me the destruction that she has caused, your karmic effect is dramatic. You have completely created a nightmare for yourself. The only way to amend this is to release him of any spell and to show that you are serious. Destroy the spell books and the spell materials that you use. If you need a spell to override somebody's personal will, you are working on the side of the demon, of the dark side of Satan, whether you believe it or not. You can say, oh no, this is just energies and forces. Well, then you're on the wrong show, honey, because this is a spiritual psychic. We do know for a fact there are not just good angels, there are demons, fallen angels. They work in this area. They go into the occults, they go into Wiccan. Hey, I know a lot of these people are good people and they don't realize what they're doing. What you are doing is really bad. You need to let him go. If he is not choosing you and you are not choosing him freely, a spell is a terrible thing to do. That goes for anybody who's listening who thinks they want to fool around with this stuff. Spells work, especially when a demon is called forth. What makes a spell work, the only way a spell works, is if a demon is called forth. Most of the time, you don't even realize you are calling forth a demon, and that demon gives you what you want so they can slowly lead you away. It is, I was at a spiritual conference, spiritual warfare conference in California. Christine Gaganis and I went. and the nightmares we were hearing about how this works and how young people don't understand it, how powerful it is. They just get what they want and they think, hey, it's great. They don't know the cost. They don't know what they're pulling up. They don't understand the danger. So, Ray B, man, if you're not on this show, I hope and pray you see the rerun and that you take my advice. You need to clean this up because your karma is a nightmare. You will be coming back again and again to repair this mess that you are creating. All right, so let me grab a few more. We got a little bit, like 5 minutes left. Remember, guys, if you want to win a free reading like Carla did tonight, you have got to like the show, like and follow this page, and share this particular program. All right, let's see. What's this? Aaron, hi, sweetheart. Look, let him go. If he comes back, he's yours for life. If he doesn't, he never really loved you. And what's your not leftovers? You want what's yours, not leftovers. Very true. Scary stuff. Sherry, yeah, this stuff is, and Sherry, I think you had a question about his sister. If it's the same one, please submit that again. Because I really wanted to get to that and didn't have a chance. Um, it's more than scary, it's real. Um, it's just something you guys got to be cautious of. Anybody who's into Wiccan, anyone who's into Reiki, into healings, into anything like that, man, I strongly suggest you get my book, A Spiritual Psychic. 4 necessary steps for healers and light workers to protect against evil and demons. I sound like a totally like woo woo kind of like rah rah Bible person. I'm not. I just know from personal experience and from a lot of learning in the spiritual realms with really excellent teachers how dangerous this stuff is. So heed my warning. Don't be messing with this. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if we can grab another quick question. Helena, why do I find dimes everywhere? Sometimes someone said to me, is someone trying to contact me? There's a real good, most likely that is what's going on, Helena. Somebody's trying to contact you. And why are they using dimes? Because they like silver. So it's somebody in your family. I'm getting an older woman like jewelry, like silver, and even liked her silver hair. Um, she is the one who's sending you those dimes. And I am not getting relative. Doesn't mean she's not. It could be a relative who you were not like real close to. There were some grandparents and great aunts that we're not real close to, but I'm getting more of somebody who is like a great aunt or like a grandmother more than is your grandmother. So I hope that helps. That helps you narrow down who it is, because once you know, then you can start talking to her. Sherry, what does my mom see going on with me? Yes, Sherry, yeah, that's the question I was hoping to get to. We got 2 minutes. Your mom is terribly concerned for you. She's not terribly concerned for your sister. She feels your sister has made her choices. She's heartbroken, but she sees things from a different path, and she sees you're going way off track of what's meant for your life, your family, your nurturing, your support by caring too much for what's going on with your sister. This is where you could take a lesson from Gloria and love unconditionally, but tough love. You can love a person, but not embrace their behavior. You need to love her and get away from her. You need to stop supporting her and trying to help her. I know you don't give as much money and you don't do as much as you used to do and you're pulling away, but I mean, that's what they're telling me. I'm saying, I know. I don't really know. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. But you're not pulling away emotionally enough. You are too hooked in, and your mom wants you to let this go. big time. All right, guys, I am out of time. This is a half-hour show, and I love it. And I only got to jump on once last week to just grab stuff during the week. I will do my best to do that again this week, at least once. Remember, if you want to be a winner like Carla, make sure you like the show, like the page, and share the show. I will pull the winner next week when I look at all of them. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Nora Truscello with Into Intuition. I do lots of readings, write books, I do lectures, and I teach groups. So check out my website and see if I can be of service to you. In the meantime, have a blessed and wonderful week. See you next time. Bye now. All right, I know how to do this somewhere. There we go. Bye now.